Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smithy in the Black Quantity GTF here at T3 Live with this week's market wrap-up. And it's exhaustion day, exhaustion week, exhaustion quarter. So what that means is that you're going to have a new bar on everything but yearly charts, right? So new quarter, new month, new week, all that kind of stuff. So it's a good weekend for a lot of research. And this is where we do the macro research, which I'll get to in a second. But what have I been saying for so long? Is that when you see guys on Twitter and whoever you want to listen to, this and there, I think the SPY line in the sand and all this kind of stuff. No, it's doing nothing. Right? It's an inside quarter. Right? We couldn't take out last quarter's highs or lows. That's not going to change until we close today. We're going to have to take out 279.48 or 254.67, or you can expect to go back and forth. Right? It's basically doing nothing. If we go to the monthly here, right? So anybody who said anything this month about I think it's going to get down, here, the monthly open was 272.41. There you go, 40 cents of movement from the opening. All right, granted, there's things going back and forth that people go, ooh, but in general, it's doing nothing because we knew it was inside quarter because you listen to me every Friday, and I told you that's what's going to happen, and it did. So just like that, you can always tell the people that are not looking at longer-term charts, and especially if you're going to swing, you want to do this. But anybody who said anything about the banks, I think the banks look good or bad. Do you? How about 3 months of doing nothing? Right? Enough's enough, right? XLE, I think the oils look like this. Do you? Inside month doji doing nothing. So that's so you can do. How about TLT? I think the bonds look like this. Do you? How about a 5-month range of doing nothing, right? And so when you look at the longer-term charts, that's going to keep you out of stuff where people will say, oh, it's choppy, it's whippy, blah, 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 because they don't know that it's not doing anything because they don't look at the long-term charts. But you should. Okay, so coming into the new month then, if we go back to the SPY, we always want to know if we're closer to taking out one side or the other of the range, of the previous month's range here. So if you take a look at the monthlies here, SPY's closer to taking the bottom out than it is the top. Doesn't mean it's going to do it, but we want to be aware of that because if you go to QQQ, you're going to see this shooting star off the highs, and we're closer to taking that out. Small cap, yep, it's closer to the lows and taking that out on the monthly. So all that kind of stuff we want to be aware of. Diamonds, slow grinder like this, but closer to taking out the lows. So be aware of that kind of stuff because until we can get out of that stuff, expect things to go back and forth. So one of the things I do for here at T3, and if you want to get it, hit up customer service at t3live.com, that I make a macro video once a month too, because we want to use the major signals on the yearlies and the quarterlies, right, and then reconfirm it with the monthlies and the weeklies and the dailies. It gives it more bang for the buck. So if we take a look at some of the longer-term chart stuff here, here's that SPY again. SPY got to get outside of that inside quarter, right? But some of the stuff that we look at, like here, if you go to the yearly charts, all right, it's like Netflix. I still have people long from this. The inside year and up 2 years ago, we were 129. What's the next two? It just keeps trending like that. No need to sell that. For this year, Sarepta, you can see, Sarepta, the outside year, inside year, bam, above 57, trading 132.70. And so when you have an outside bar and then an inside bar, that shows that there's been a battle on. They're willing to pay up and sell down, right? That means there's active participants in there, aggressive. Then for a year they consolidate and then it really explodes. ARWR, another one that's going to be on that video. ARWR, inside year to the upside at $4.54, trading $13.64. We got some retail, KSS here, inside year hammer up above 57.28, trading 72.96. TJ Maxx 80.92, trading 95.26 so far, not bad. And then this week on the quarterlies, all right, remember we're gonna have all new quarterlies starting on Monday. AVAV, you see this inside quarter broke above here, 56.93, and just this week that exploded here. If you take a look at that, AVAV just exploded off of this, right? 56 and change. Now it already was up in here, right? But then when you get this kind of big thing in here, yeah, we're going to get in on that. We'll get you in. Here, explode, and then it comes back down here. The two down, the two up, the 2 down hammer, and boom, in right there. Nice 30-minute way to get in there. There's a 3-2 here. Plenty of different ways to get in. And see, that's what we can do is once we have these macro signals, we can break it down into the shorter term stuff because we know we want to be involved because the big picture is telling us so. If we go to TWLO, the 3-2 setup outside and up on the quarter. Above 42.54 goes out 56.14. And then even if you're just looking at the monthlies, you got stuff like Amazon. Amazon this month. You can trade it last month. New inside. Now, boom. Now it goes into new highs. So just be aware, everything's exhausting, and everything will start on new on Monday, and everything has to reconfirm or negate things, all right? And that's why we're going to reconfirm or negate the yearly charts. You can have new quarters, and so when I talk about reconfirm or negate, just like a turnaround Tuesday reconfirms or negates a Monday. The second week of the month also does that. The second month of the quarter also does that. The second hour of the day reconfirms or negates the first 60, right? And all that kind of stuff is important to understand that sequence. All right, but it's a holiday weekend. I hope everybody is going to have some good plans. I haven't taken 2 days in a row off, business days in a row off in a year, but I'm taking Monday and Tuesday off. Why not? And so I'll be back in on Thursday. So you guys take care of the market. I'm not even going to look at it. So I hope everybody has a great week and has an even better weekend. Happy 4th of July. I'm Rob Smith, the Black Quantity VTF here at T3 Live.